Each year in the United States, there are over 70,000 accidents involving RVs, 4,200 RV fires, and over 75,000 injuries related to recreational vehicles. And that's just in the United States. So today, let's talk about those emergencies and better yet, how to prevent them. I guarantee there are things on this list that you have not yet thought of and you need to. Hi, I'm Lisa, the Golden Glamper. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about injuries, accidents, and fires in the RV and what to do to help prevent those. We have been the victim of 2 blowouts in our 8 years of RVing. So let's begin by talking about tire safety and what to do in case you have an accident on the road.
One of the scariest and most common accidents that occur are tire blowouts. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, tire problems are a factor in about 11% of all RV crashes in the United States. And the Federal Administration of Motor Carrier Safety estimates that the underinflation of tires contributes to about 60% of all tire-related crashes annually. Since underinflation is the leading cause of blowouts, this means a significant share of RV blowouts are preventable with proper inflation. In our 8 years of RVing, we have had 2 blowouts. One was in our 5th wheel. And the scary thing about that particular time was that we were on the turnpike in Florida, so there was no shoulder to pull over. And the worst part of it was that we were not aware that we had a blowout. Someone pulled up along the side of us and said, "Get over now." And they just kind of pointed shoulder, and you could tell that something was wrong. So we heeded their advice. We got over as quickly as we could and were able to call road assistance that came and changed the tire at no charge, which, by the way, if you do have a spare tire, they will do. If you do not carry a spare, you are going to have to pay for the tire from a tow truck or road assistance company. The Federal Highway Program will only help you if you have a spare tire that they can put on. Second time this happened to us, we were in our motorhome. Now, in the motorhome, it can be a little bit more serious if it is a front tire blowout because you will lose some control over your steering capabilities. And we have been told that one of the worst things to do is to just throw on the brakes. And I know that that is intuition, but you want to try to keep your speed, steer as much as you can, let the vehicle slow down and get over to the side if that is possible. Now, having said that, we have never had a front tire blowout. This last March, we had a tire blowout in our rear tire. So it was the rear passenger side and it was the inside tire that blew. So we knew this time because there was a loud popping sound and we were able to glide over to the shoulder and wait there until we were able to get some assistance.
So although there may be no way to totally prevent blowouts in your tires, there are some preventative measures. One is to keep your tires covered. There are tire covers that you can purchase, and the other thing would be make sure you are minding your tires at all times, because again, overinflation is the leading cause for tire blowouts. So a good tire minder system will certainly help to prevent that. And be sure to be prepared. If you have to pull over, you are going to want some flares, triangles, things that alert the traffic that you are pulled over to the side of the road. One of the things that we found is that we store our triangles in the RV rather than underneath in the garage area. The reason for that is if you have to pull over on a tight shoulder, which we had to do both times we had blowouts, if you have them on one side of the road or the other in the garage, you may not be able to stand in the road and access those triangles. So you want them somewhere in the coach when you are traveling so that you can readily get to them. Another super scary incident would be in the event of a fire. Fires can happen at any time and they spread very quickly. So be sure that you are prepared. Every RV comes with a fire extinguisher. Be sure that it is in good working condition and that you know how to use it and that everyone in the RV, including children, know how to use that. Another good preventative measure would be to have fire blankets on hand. We have 2 in our RV, one under the kitchen sink, one under the bathroom sink. Again, those are measures which will help fires from spreading throughout the RV. And another really important safety measure is to be sure that you know where the emergency exits are. We have 3 in our RV, 2 in the front of the coach, 1 in the bathroom in the back. And again, be sure everyone is trained on how to operate those emergency exit windows and how they would be able to exit from the RV safely. One of the most commonly reported injuries are head injuries in the RVs. And one of the most common causes of those head injuries is hitting your head on the bump outs while they are extended and you are working around the RV. So do be sure to prevent some of that. A pool noodle sliced and put over that sharp edge is going to help soften the blows if you do hit your head, and you will when you are working around the outside of the RV. And be sure that you put them especially on those corners, because that's when you can really get yourself nicked, and have a good first aid kit readily available to treat any such type of wound. If you have a fifth wheel, a hitch is also a good thing to protect with a pool noodle. Trips and falls, one of the most common accidents in an RV, especially exiting the coach, so having a well-adhered carpet in the cockpit helps, as well as a step that helps you to navigate coming outside of the coach. If you're getting up and moving around the coach at night, be sure to have proper lighting. Something like a motion censored light will really help to ensure that you are not going to trip over, especially those areas that are a step up or step down within the coach. There is nothing quite so freeing as traveling the open road in an RV, but taking the time to ensure that you are prepared for any type of accidents or injury is not only important, it is necessary. If you have tips or tricks for preventing injuries on the road, please be sure to share them in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video and like to see more, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so we can always have you along for the ride. Stay golden, stay glam, and we will see you on the road.